Morning, welcome to episode 29, I think. Friday the 13th. Turn you round. Been at it again, doing a little bit more. So it's now 20 past 11. I've just been in and had a coffee. Got the brake calipers on. The brake dust shields, or whatever you call them, on the back, these things. Brake pads in. ABS sensors cleaned up and back in. ABS harness back on. I've not got the brake pad wear sensor on there yet because I need to sandblast the clip and paint the clip. One brake caliper bolt back left, new ones are those, and then be careful with these things. So this is what LR-CAT, or the parts catalogue, says the bolts are for the brake dust shield. They're not, because they're M10. These are UNF. Same with these ones here for the seat. These are M10 as well. So luckily I've got loads of them, but I've run out of penny washers. M6 bolts they are, and I've run out of M6 penny washers, 25mm. So I'm just waiting for some more of those to come. I need two more for that other side. For now, we've got loads of bits on the inside in here. Hang on, I'll get a torch. I've got the lower tailgate back on. I've got the hinges on, springs in, all that sort of stuff. And then I've just had a delivery here from Craddock's. Can you see? So basically that was superseded. Only trouble was, it was twice the money that the original one that I'd ordered was, that they'd listed. So that one was £98 10p delivered, but at least I've got a decent now seat belt, lap belt, buckle. You know, it's safety critical, isn't it? So yes, the webbing doesn't match, but that doesn't matter. So I've got to clear this stuff out and we'll get that fitted. Do that later. What else are we doing? I need to get some oil in the axle. I need to torque up these other bolts. I've been doing a bit more. I've drilled out all the spot welds now for this. This is free. Yeah. But what I want to do is, before I carry on with that, I want to get this back end back together. The new seals have arrived for the rear quarters here, so we'll do that over the weekend as well. I've decided to go back to a 7-pin trailer plug because that's all I use it for. Just number plate for a light board if I've got a bike on the back. But yeah, what I'm going to do is get that rear end done, get this done, and then I can get the two doors back on before I start doing all the footwell and all the dash. The dash is going to have to come out to do that, to do the bulkhead, because it's going to be really high up where the repairs are, and I need to get everything out of there, all the sound deadening and everything, because otherwise it will just burn. But yeah, let's do a little bit more. What I'm going to do now, not sure. So this is useful. This new seat belts come with fitting instructions. The proper Land Rover product, fitting instructions. So it's got, yeah, it's come with fitting instructions. So it's got torque values for all the different bits. So it says 25 Newton meters for this centre fixing bolt here for the lap belt and buckle. Now the last one, because there were no fitting instructions with the last one, I used 7/16 UNF bolt, 78 Newton meters. So have I done that other one up too tight? Doesn't matter, it's got fled lock on anyway. But I'll do what it says on this. I'll do it to 25 then. I don't think it makes a lot of difference. It's got thread lock, like I say, so I'll do it up to 20 5 Newton meters. It says 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What's 1, 2, 3, 4? Let's have a look. So 32 to the seat. 32 to the seat. It's a Discovery belt, but don't matter if it fit. $25. Right, I'm going to have to pack in for now. It's 20 past 1. Merlin's got an appointment at the vet in an hour and 10 minutes, and I've got to go and find him. This window out. Both new window rubbers back in. This one needs a bit more fettling on this corner. It's just a bit tight on that corner. And that seat belt in as well over there. So, see you later or tomorrow. So yeah, back from the vet. Been to the shop as well. Merlin had been bitten basically. It looks like by another cat a couple of weeks ago, and then got infected and swollen up an abscess, and then it burst. So he's on some antibiotics, so I've just given him a tablet. So my 7-pin trailer plug has arrived. That's an M type. Next we're going to put the D covers on, D post covers. So I've got some new of these trim things with the new type nuts, the flange nuts, so you don't have to mess about with the nuts and washers. 390055. So we're going to fit 2 of those and get the D post cover on the outside. Then the D post cover going on the inside and the seat belt. Then that spare wheel can go back in. Yeah, this one's not quite gone in fully. I had to struggle and fight with this one as well, but it's in. You can see it's not quite sat properly at this end. I'll sort of keep fettling it. The rest of it's in fine. The glass just needs a good clean again now. So right, let's get these on. So morning, Saturday morning, it's probably about 11 AM now. Pretty much finished putting the inside of the rear back together now. Let's just turn the light on so you can see there's a few problems. Yeah, spare wheel in, tailgate on. I'm going to redo the tailgate carpet. I think we're going to need to reskin the tailgate on the outside, upper and lower, but I might look for a better tailgate. Same with the upper tailgate. The upper tailgate needs a new frame really, and it needs a new lock, so I'm just going to look for a better tailgate, I think. Had a bit of a game getting that sound box back in, just getting one of the screws to line up. And then I've been fighting with blooming inertia reel seat belts on the back. So if I do this, they're locked. They won't, ow, bang my head. They won't release. Same on that side. If you take them off and jiggle them, they undo, but when they're in place, I can't get them to undo, which is a bit of a pain. I've also discovered that underneath the sound deadening, it's messing up the paint and the flipping seam seal. Maybe because the seam seal hasn't gone off properly. Anyway, that's together for now. There's that 7-pin plug. I'll fit that at some point. Yeah, I checked this, I backed it off. I had done it up to 25 Newton meters because it actually says in the manual. It actually says there in here 25 Newton meters, so I would have done it to 25. And I've just noticed a nut on the floor. What's that? That's prop shaft nut. Prop shaft. I need to put the prop shaft back on. But before I put the prop shaft back on, I'm going to grease it. So sort of back onto this now, back onto the sill. I had a look in the week, you probably spot there. Yeah, need new bottom of the B post, need a new bottom of the A post, which has already been patched, but there's no hole. So I'm going to pack in for now. I need to do some other stuff. Just wanted to get all that bit back together. I've still not torqued up the suspension components underneath. I'm just waiting for them penny washers to arrive, and then I'll do that other side. We'll then make the rear brake lines up for the axle, I'll shove the doors on. I'll put the driver's seat in, the passenger seat in, just loosely. Put some weight in the back, and then I'll torque them up, because you're meant to have it sort of level ground, not laden, but you know, back on the wheels before you tighten everything up, suspension wise. So I'll do that at some point, but equally I don't want to leave it too long. But yeah, we're getting there. I've been hunting and hunting for these clips online on LRCat and eBay and different parts things. These things, that's the brake one. The brake work pad indicator. These are the sunroof drain tube clips, but you can see they're all nasty. I've already sandblasted these and given them a coat of etch primer too. But one of them's starting to rust through, but that's because I've not finished it. But I'm missing one anyway. There should be 4 of them. Can't find them. So I've ordered a paper parts catalogue, Land Rover one, which is coming tomorrow. So have a hunt through that. Yeah, so I just wanted to get all that lot back in, then I've got space, and then I can sheet it all up while I do this sill. Yeah, so it just clears up a bit more space off the floor than around the car and everything. And likewise, that seat now I can shove in the back, you see. I can shove that in the back. I've got another seat over there. I can shove that in the back. I've actually got some more seats, but that's another story. I'll talk about that in another one. I'm probably not going to use them actually. But they were too good to miss. Sorry. I keep doing that now, you see. Too close. Right. Maybe see you tomorrow for a bit. Well, that's that repair section off. So there was a repair piece going from inside the wheel arch to the B-post, underneath to about here. That's it on the floor. So, yeah, not actually welded on the inside, just stuck on. And then, let's get a torch. Here's the torch, because I can see, don't know whether you can see this, hang on, how can we do this? There, so that's the body mount, wasn't actually attached to the sill, so we're just in the process of unpicking all this. So cut the tag welds as far as I can into the corner down there, but I think there's another spot weld just here somewhere. And then there's one over here somewhere as well, there, that I've not done. There might be another one here, I'm not sure. Yeah, one there. I'm going to break out the plasma torch next. Drilled round wherever I can find spot welds on the B-post, but you can see them, it's all rotten at the bottom anyway. So I'm going to replace it, but it tells me where they are. And then I've also sandblasted those P-clips, those cable clips for the various different bits and pieces. That was on about a minute ago, a few minutes ago, an hour ago. Yeah. Cut it out in bits. And then it'll allow me to chisel off the edges, you know, like where I haven't got to, and break out the seam seal. But plasma cutter, I had the angle grinder on these bits because I didn't have a hole to go through first, and I'm going to chop off the bottom of this wheel arch section about here, and then that'll allow it easier to get in with a new sill. But yeah, it's in a bit of a state, is this sill. Yep, there's the plasma cutter. Might do that in a minute, just having a coffee. So literally I've just peeled that back. There's the body mount. Oh, another bit of rust. So that'll be the end of the chassis. sort of condition is that in? Can't see a bottom rubber, can you? That's because it's up there, that's why it'd be above it, won't it? Nut, outrigger, tube, bottom rubber. That'll be. Yeah, we'll get that off later. Just sort of assessing. You can see under here, if I do that, no lower sill to there. Yep. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pierce through that hole, cut along to here, down here to that hole, stop about there, come out this way, off here, and that way I'll go round, across over there, down there, and then out here, which will allow me to take out all that section. That's the plan. Well, that hasn't really worked. All I've done is fill the garage up with smoke. Don't know whether you can tell. I have to go and leave the door open, but anyway, chop this bit off there, so that bit works. That's that. I've got it free, but it won't come off because, of course, I can't cut the inner sill with the plasma cutter. But you see, I've cut round there, over there, and back out, but I can't do the inner sill. So I still need to get the saw on it. Do that another day. I'm going in and drinking my coffee because I made a coffee, it'll have gone cold. Still haven't been to have my cup of coffee. It'll be stone cold, won't it? That's better, isn't it? So the B post is now free. Got that section. Just got to work on getting this. Problem is, just where I've cut it is where that flipping strengthener is. Never mind. That's probably why it didn't want to separate along that bit. It burnt well. I should probably leave it at that for now today. I've said that for a long time, haven't I? Alright. See you next time. Well, use the reciprocating saw. Just chopped it there because I've not got that front bit out yet. And here at the back, I've just got the body mount bits to get off, and then we can tidy up. But I'll leave that at that for now. Just got to find the welds across the front here. Let's get the sweeping brush. There I've got to grind off, and then across there, take out that piece under the body mounts. Right, see you in the next episode, episode 30. Thanks for watching.